Did you love your mommy yesterday? Yesterday was Mother's Day. I hope all the mommies had the world's best day. I sure did with my sweet family. So I'm talking about this. One of my best friends texted me a while back and was like, I want to hear you talk about your favorite. I was like, well, I don't have a favorite. Like, I love jewelry. I'm super lucky. This is what I do all day. I love all the stones, all the things. Having said that, I have a real strong attraction to red. And so I thought I'd talk about this ring. This is kind of a raspberry reddish pink. It's hard to convey how beautiful this color is, but I will just tell you, it's just the prettiest, mellowest, Kool-Aid kind of a color. Like, remember, you do the sugar packets, you mix up the Kool-Aid and you have this big jug. Well, this is it. Like, it's just this color. This ring is also a Tiffany ring, so it's a really high, really good quality example of this particular stone. So this is a spinel. People lots of times don't know what spinel is, or they're suspicious of it. Well, spinel comes in almost every color of the rainbow. It's very famous in its own right. It has a really cool history. Read all about it. But it gets confused a lot with sapphires, just because they tend to be mined in similar places, and et cetera, et cetera. So when you get red spinel, lots of times it's been confused for ruby. Like, historically, you'll read about, if you start looking into spinel's history, you'll read about the Black Princess ruby, which is very famous, and it's actually a red spinel. This particular color, though, was mined in one particular source called, in Tanzania, called Mahenge. It was, as far as I know, only mined for a super brief period of time. Mahenge spinels are famous within the world of spinel because they have this crazy color. They're just super saturated, super bright. And spinels, if they have a flaw, is that they tend to desaturate towards gray. So lots of times when you see spinels in jewelry, they have like a grayish undertone. Whereas sapphires or rubies tend to have like a kind of a dark, if they get not as good quality, they tend to get kind of dark and muddy. Spinels get paler and more gray, which can be really pretty in its own right, but if we have a preference, it's for it to look like this. So this stone is actually certified from the AGL, and in the AGL report they actually say, where is it? Tanzania. And we care. Yes, we do. It helps us date the stone also, because the spinels that were mined out of Mahenge, it was a tiny little time period. The fact that it's Tiffany. Tiffany is really well known for taking the leap and doing different kind of gemstones. They don't just stick to the ruby, sapphire, emerald thing. They're all about like really beautiful color, finding new things, untreated, excellent condition, super high quality, and they will take the leap and do something different, like a Paraiba tourmaline or a Mahenge spinel. So anyway, we've had this one for a while. I feel like nobody knows what to do with it, but to me it is one of the most, I mean, look at it, y'all. Look, that's crazy. One of the most like feel good kind of stones I've ever seen.